precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. At this time, we are all experiencing an unprecedented facet of Earth's ascension process. Everyone is wondering how the challenges people are going through as a result of the COVID-19 virus will end and when we will get back to normal. The truth is that this facet of the divine plan is being co-created through the free will choices that people are making day by day. These choices are determining how this global pandemic will evolve and what life will be like after it is over. This means that not even the company of heaven knows exactly how this phase of humanity's ascension process will be brought to fruition. The one thing our Father, Mother, God have assured us is that nothing is going back to what we used to think of as normal. The obsolete paradigms based on greed, corruption, and the abuse of power are being exposed and dismantled. No matter how hard the old guard and the abusers struggle to hold on to the status quo, they will ultimately fail. There is an awakening taking place within the consciousness of the masses of humanity. People everywhere are beginning to remember who they are and why they are here. They are realizing that they are sons and daughters of God, and that all our Father, Mother, God have is humanity's divine birthright. Every day, the individual, collective, free will choices people are making are determining how long this process will take and whether we will bring this facet of the divine plan to fruition, the easy way or the hard way. But either way, the company of heaven wants us to know that Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her are moving forward in the light, and there is no turning back. So what does it mean when we are told that we can do this the easy way or the hard way? Well, that's the difficult part. This experience is unfolding in perfect alignment with each person's divine plan, and no two people have the exact same divine plan. Only our I Am Presence knows what the easy way of handling this pandemic is for us personally, or what choices would result in manifesting the hard way for us. Fortunately, as people awaken, they are able to hear what the beings of light called the still small voice within. This is the voice of their I Am Presence. This allows them to intuitively know what their divine plan is in any situation. This occurs when they enter the divinity of their heart flame and take the time to ask and then to listen. During this critically important time, we can greatly accelerate this open heart and mind, intuitive communication with our I Am Presence by invoking God's will. No matter what our individual divine plan is, it will always be in alignment with God's will, which is the perpetual motivation of every person's I Am Presence. Today, the company of heaven will lead us through a powerful invocation, during which we will command through our I Am Presence and the power of the spoken word, God's will for each of us individually and all of humanity collectively. If you have the heart call to participate in this vitally important opportunity, please go within to the divinity of your heart flame and breathe in and out deeply as we proceed. I am invoking the will of God. I am my I Am Presence, and I am one with the I Am Presence of every person on earth. Through the power of my spoken word, I command the unformed primal light substance within the very heart of my Father, Mother, God, which is the core of creation, to tangibly manifest my heart-based invocations, decrees, and prayers in the world of form, here and now. Beloved presence of God, I am within me. I gratefully acknowledge in my mind and accept in my feelings the living reality of your mantle of electronic light substance, enfolding me as a blazing aura of ever-expanding light and protection. Centered within my heart flame, I feel the pulsation of my own divinity radiating through my awakening consciousness. I now know that I am the physical manifestation of my I Am presence, through which flows at all times the virtues, qualities, and blessings from my Father, Mother, God, and the company of heaven. These gifts from on high flow to me and through me to enhance the lives of all humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth. With loving conviction, I now decree, the light of God is always victorious, and I live this day in God's light. God is in control wherever I am. The harmony of my true being is my ultimate protection. I do now invoke the added assistance of God's divine will to keep this activity of light sustained around me and my world, so that only the will of God may manifest in all of my activities, in all places, and at all times. I now invoke my Father, Mother, God, the mighty Elohim, the archangels, and the ascended and cosmic beings associated with God's will on this precious planet. Blessed ones, come forth now. Blaze, 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 the most intensified activity of God's sapphire blue flame of divine will and power that the earth and humanity are capable of receiving during this cosmic moment. Project this sacred fire, which is pulsating with the full divine momentum of God's will, in, through, and around every person, place, condition, and thing on earth. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through me and every person on earth. Clear away any destructive activity of our own free will, which might try to rush in to impede our conscious desire to do God's will in manifesting the heart-based patterns for the new earth. Help us to become and remain obedient to the laws of divine love, and to be God in action at all times. Father, Mother, God, consecrate my life force to be the open door for God's will and transfiguring divine love, now and forever. I am the cosmic blue lightning of God's will, now dissolving all opposition to the acceptance and the manifestation of God's will as a way of life and service for every person evolving on earth, now and forever. I am the resurrection and the life of God's will. I am the acceptance, and I am the restoration and the divine manifestation of God's will as a way of life and service for every person evolving on earth, now and forever. The will of God is light. The will of God is love. The will of God is good. The will of God is grace. The will of God is peace. The will of God is purity. The will of God is balance. And the will of God is health. The will of God is abundance. The will of God is kindness. The will of God is unity. The will of God is happiness. The will of God is harmony. And the will of God is perfection. And I am the open door for the will of God. And so it is, beloved, I am that I am. Dear one, this week go within and ask your I am presence to reveal to you the will of God in your free will choices and your own unique life experiences. God bless you, and I look forward to being with you next week.